Pick one of these 10 hobbies. Your life will not be the same. Stoic wisdom. Every morning, you wake up with a mind already under attack. Noise, pressure, comparison, fear, and distraction rush in before you even choose your first thought. Stoicism teaches that the quality of your life depends on the quality of your attention. What you repeatedly practice shapes how you think, how you react, and how you respect yourself. Hobbies are not entertainment alone. They are daily training for the mind. The right hobby builds discipline, calm, and self-trust. The wrong one weakens focus and feeds restlessness. The Stoics believed that simple, intentional habits create inner freedom. In this video, you will hear 10 hobbies rooted in Stoic wisdom. Each one trains self-control, clarity, and quiet confidence. You do not need to master all of them. Choose one and practice it daily. Over time, your actions will slow, your decisions will improve, your self-respect will grow. Stay present as you listen. Let each point challenge how you spend your time. If this channel helps you think more clearly and live with calm strength, follow it so you continue building a disciplined mind every day. 1. Journaling. Stoic journaling is not emotional dumping. It is mental discipline. You sit with your thoughts and examine them without judgment. Marcus Aurelius wrote daily to correct his thinking and remind himself of what mattered. When you journal each morning, you bring order to chaos. You write what you fear, what you avoid, and what you can control. This habit trains honesty. It exposes excuses. It shows patterns you ignore during the day. Over time, your mind becomes quieter because nothing hides. You stop reacting blindly because you already faced your thoughts on paper. Journaling builds self-respect because you keep promises to yourself. It also sharpens decision-making. When you write daily, emotions lose power and reason gains space. This is self-love through clarity, not comfort. To extend this practice, focus on questions, not stories. Ask yourself what disturbed you yesterday and why it had power over you. Ask what you did well and what you failed to do. Ask what lies you told yourself to stay comfortable. Writing answers forces responsibility. You stop blaming people and situations. You return control to yourself. Over time, journaling becomes a mirror you cannot manipulate. It keeps you grounded in reality. This habit trains consistency, patience, and accountability. Even on difficult days, you still write. That alone builds inner strength. Stoics believed improvement begins with awareness. Journaling gives you that awareness every day. It teaches you to observe your mind instead of obeying it. When you master this habit, you stop fearing your thoughts. You understand them. That understanding becomes calm, direction, and quiet confidence. 2. Reading philosophy. Reading Stoic texts trains perspective. You step outside your emotions and view life from a higher angle. You learn that hardship is normal and praise is unstable. This hobby grounds you in reality. Even 10 minutes a day rewires how you interpret events. You stop personalizing everything. You stop chasing approval. Philosophy teaches you how to think, not what to feel. Over time, your inner dialogue becomes steady. You replace panic with reason. This habit builds inner independence, which is the core of self-love. To deepen this practice, read slowly and repeatedly. Do not rush through pages. Stoic writing was meant to be returned to, not consumed once. Read a short passage and sit with it. Ask how it applies to your behavior today. Ask where you resist its message. Reflection matters more than volume. When you apply even one idea, thinking changes. You begin to see problems as training instead of punishment. You stop asking why this is happening to you and start asking how you should respond. This shift builds emotional stability. Over time, philosophy becomes part of your inner voice. In moments of stress, reason speaks before impulse. That is the power of this habit. It gives you guidance when emotions fail. 3. Physical training. Stoicism respects the body as a tool for discipline. Training your body trains your mind. Exercise teaches patience, effort, and discomfort tolerance. You learn that progress comes from consistency, not motivation. When you train daily, you prove to yourself that you can do hard things. This builds confidence without arrogance. A strong body supports a calm mind. Physical effort clears mental noise. It anchors you in the present moment. This hobby reinforces self-respect through action. To extend this practice, remove emotion from the process. Do not train only when you feel ready. Train because it is scheduled. Stoicism values commitment over comfort. Choose simple movements and repeat them with discipline. Focus on form, breath, and control. Let training become a daily appointment with yourself. Over time, the body adapts and the mind follows. You become less reactive to discomfort in other areas of life. Stress feels manageable. Pressure feels familiar. Physical training teaches you that effort always precedes strength. When you carry this lesson into work, relationships, and personal goals, you stop quitting early. You endure. That endurance becomes quiet power. 4. Silent walking. Walking without music or distraction trains awareness. You observe your surroundings and your thoughts. This hobby slows your internal pace. You notice impulses without acting on them. Stoics valued solitude because it revealed the mind. Silent walking strengthens focus and emotional control. You learn that peace does not require escape. It comes from attention. This habit restores balance in a distracted world. To deepen this practice, walk with intention. Do not rush. Let each step be steady and controlled. Notice your breathing and posture. Observe thoughts as they arise, then let them pass without judgment. This trains detachment from impulse. Over time, your mind stops racing for stimulation. You become comfortable with stillness in motion. Silent walking also sharpens perception. You notice details others miss. This improves presence and decision making. When distractions lose their grip, clarity returns. Stoics believed a calm mind comes from disciplined attention. Silent walking builds that discipline daily. 5. Learning a manual skill. Working with your hands grounds the mind. Skills like woodworking, cooking, or gardening teach patience and humility. You see direct results from effort. Mistakes teach without judgment. This hobby builds confidence rooted in reality, not praise. It also reminds you that progress is slow and earned. Stoicism values craftsmanship because it aligns effort with purpose. This is self-love through competence. To extend this practice, choose a skill that demands repetition and care. Accept beginner mistakes without frustration. Stoicism teaches acceptance of the learning process. Each error becomes feedback, not failure. Manual skills also restore respect for effort. You see that quality takes time. Rushing produces weak results. This lesson transfers into life. You become more patient with yourself and others. Working with your hands also quiets mental noise. Focus shifts from worry to action. Over time, skill mastery builds pride without ego. You trust your ability because it is proven through work. That trust strengthens discipline and self-respect. 6. Breath control. Controlled breathing trains emotional regulation. When stress rises, your breath is the first thing to break. Practicing slow breathing daily teaches you to stay calm under pressure. This hobby builds inner stability. You learn that you can pause before reacting. Over time, anxiety loses its grip. Breath control strengthens presence and self-command. With regular practice, you gain direct control over your nervous system. Slow nasal breathing lowers heart rate and reduces stress response. Studies show that longer exhales activate the parasympathetic system, which promotes calm. This makes emotional control practical, not theoretical. You stop relying on willpower alone. Your body supports your discipline. Breath control creates space between impulse and action. In that space, reason leads. This is self-love through mastery of the most basic function you own. 7. Voluntary discomfort. Choosing mild discomfort builds resilience. Cold exposure, fasting, or simple living train gratitude and strength. Stoics practiced this to prepare for hardship. This hobby reduces fear of loss. You learn that comfort is not required for peace. Voluntary discomfort builds self-trust. You know you can endure, choose discomfort deliberately and keep it controlled. The goal is not punishment. The goal is training. Skip convenience when possible. Eat simple meals. Take cold showers. Walk instead of ride. Each small challenge teaches the same lesson. You are stronger than impulse. Over time, discomfort loses its threat. Fear weakens. Gratitude grows. You stop depending on conditions to feel stable. Stoics believed preparation removes suffering. When difficulty appears, you remain steady because you practiced endurance. This habit builds calm confidence rooted in experience, not hope. 8. Studying your reactions. Observe how you react to frustration, delay, and criticism. This is a daily mental practice. You treat emotions as signals, not commands. Stoicism teaches that events do not disturb you, judgments do. This hobby rewires emotional habits. You respond with reason instead of impulse. This builds emotional maturity. Pause after every emotional reaction. Ask what belief caused it. Ask whether that belief is true or useful. This creates distance between feeling and action. Over time, that distance grows. You stop acting from anger or fear. You choose responses that align with your values. Studying reactions also exposes triggers. Once you see them clearly, they lose power. You regain control. Stoics believed freedom comes from mastering judgment. This habit trains that mastery daily. Emotional maturity grows through awareness, not suppression. 9. Teaching what you learn. Explaining ideas clarifies them. Teaching forces understanding. When you share Stoic ideas, you reinforce them in yourself. This hobby builds responsibility and purpose. You become accountable to your values. Teaching strengthens self-respect and reinforces discipline. Teach in simple terms. Do not aim to impress. Aim to explain clearly. Share ideas through conversation, writing, or example. When others ask questions, gaps in your understanding appear. This is useful. It shows where growth is needed. Teaching also turns learning into action. You live what you explain. Stoics believed wisdom shows through behavior, not speech. When you teach, your actions must align with your words. This alignment builds integrity. Integrity builds confidence. Over time, teaching strengthens discipline because you hold yourself to a higher standard. 10. Morning reflection. Each morning, remind yourself of what lies ahead. Difficult people, delays, uncertainty. This prepares the mind. You enter the day grounded. Stoics used this practice to stay calm and focused. Morning reflection aligns intention with action. This habit anchors self-love in preparation, not fantasy. Set clear intentions. Decide how you will respond, not what you will control. You cannot control people or outcomes. You can control your effort, attitude, and restraint. Reflect on your values before the day begins. Ask how you will act with patience, honesty, and discipline. This creates mental readiness. When challenges appear, they feel familiar, not threatening. Morning reflection reduces reaction and increases clarity. It turns each day into deliberate practice, not emotional drift. You do not need to change your entire life today. Choose one practice and commit. Discipline grows through repetition. Calm grows through awareness. Self-love grows when you respect your time and attention. If this channel helps you train your mind and live with clarity, stay connected. Follow this channel and make mental strength part of your daily routine. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed. You are untrained. Training changes everything. The mind works like a muscle. What you repeat becomes your nature. Stoicism does not promise an easy life. It gives you a strong inner core so life cannot shake you. Every habit you heard today is a tool. Tools only work when you use them. Start small. Stay consistent. Protect your attention. Respect your time. When you do, confidence grows quietly. Peace becomes stable. Your actions stop controlling you. This is how real self-love forms through discipline, clarity, and self-command. If this message helped you think more clearly or see your life differently, stay connected. Subscribe to this channel for more Stoic wisdom, practical habits, and mindset training that strengthen your mind every day.